Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hyper Lemon GT. Today we're going to be doing another Nations Cup race at Suzuka in Hamilton's F1 car. So here's the grid: Asuka in P1 from Japan, Waimeda 8 from Japan, Abikuro from Japan, Amin Jayas from Malaysia, so we have a different nationality there, and there's Jazzy Jester from Japan, and Nav the Chav from Australia, the Chav in the grid, and Jonas Yu from Hong Kong, and Skyline 5629 also from Japan. As you can see, there's quite a few Japanese here, and there's Stephen Chan 18 from Hong Kong, and Hyper Lemon 22 from Thailand. So I managed to qualify in P10, not particularly good, but anyway, let's get this race started. And this is probably the most ridiculous race I have ever done in my life. You'll see why in a minute. So we get an okay start, still in P10 though. Now into the first corner I get completely destroyed. Because this is a FIA race, they don't restart you, so you have to get back on the track yourself. And there is Hammond Logistics, probably first time that advert has had such good exposure, so they'll be quite happy with this. And now back onto the track, so in P17, out of 17, and 21 seconds behind the leader. Okay, one guy also binned it, so we're up into P16 now. And let's see what we can make of this race from here. So 20 seconds behind is a long, long way. But anyway, these cars are supremely difficult to drive. I didn't actually do any practice before qualifying, so I guess that's partially why I did so poorly in the qualifying. And now into the hairpin, super hard corner. I've got traction control on and the car just won't go until it's straight. So maybe I should do turn off traction control for that corner, but yeah, I'll keep it on for now. Okay, so now this guy is ghosting out a bit, the Taiwanese chap. And oh, the guy's binned it. Another guy must have binned it. He ghosted out. We just drive straight through him. And now we've got a good run on the Taiwanese chap here, but he didn't quite get that corner right, and he goes wide. Now into the final chicane, and I managed to bin it. So this car's super weird to drive. I don't know why it does that, but basically the rear end just locks up on the low speed corners and you just kind of pivot around. Anyway, up into P13 now. I still haven't got used to driving the car, so we're not going to see some nice laps here. Another guy's binned it, so P12 now. So you can see everybody seems to have trouble driving these cars, and it's quite unpredictable on the outcome. P11, no, P10, so everybody's spinning everywhere. These cars are really, really hard to drive. I've said that a few times now, but it is true. And there's P9, also spun. And will P8 now spin? Let's see. Yeah, P8 spun as well. So from P17 we're up into P8. Now we're just going to skip to the end of lap 2, so P7 managed to go wide, and now let's try and hunt down P6, another Japanese. So Malaysian currently winning the race, and Nav the Chav in P2, oh P6, there he goes, he's lost it as well, so now we're playing 2 P6. Now we're going to skip to the end of lap 6. So I managed to move my way up to P4, mainly because people were spinning. but I'm still 17 seconds behind the leader. So, and there is P2 and P3, both have spun. So I'm now up into P2, which was surprising. So now skip to the end of lap 14. So I don't really know what happened to the Malaysian and the Hong Kong guy, but somehow they've managed to drop back, and the Japanese chap is now in the lead. And I have 4 seconds to gain on this last lap if I want to win this. It's going to be a tall order, but if he makes a mistake, we can take it. But there's a high probability I make a mistake too, so let's see. So I've got the gap down to 2 seconds now, so if we keep gaining on him at this rate, should have him by the end of the lap. That'd be an interesting outcome from dead last to first, maybe possible. And into the hairpin, and he bins it, and so do I, but who can recover quickest? So I'm back on the track and he's not in front of me. Traction control is getting me going, and it looks like I'm 2 seconds in front, but the win is not confirmed until it's confirmed. As I said, I can't really drive these cars, I keep spinning, so the last corner, I think, the chicane, the low speed one, I could spin, so gotta take it easy. So he's still 2.3 seconds behind, and now we're going into the dreaded last chicane. So I almost spin it, we ghost out, traction control is trying to get me going again, and it looks like we have the win. And across the line. So only a few people finished in the end. 10 finished out of 17 that started, and if you see, P5 was 1 lap behind. So only 4 people on the lead lap, and the Japanese guy must have spun on that last chicane as he ended up 12 seconds behind. So probably the most ridiculous race ever. I didn't qualify well, and my rating going into this race was very poor. So I've had a few bad races, and I'm actually a rating of SB. I think that's a very rare rating, and that meant I wasn't racing against the best people, and yeah, I didn't do so well myself either. So anyway, join me again next week.